All right. I think all I had to do was press this button. Ooh. Here we go. All right. So I wanted to do a reaction video to one of my old videos. Let me go ahead and pull that up right quick right here. So this is it says here 7 years ago. Right here. Right there. 7 years ago. So right here it says break it down. I guess this was like a series I was trying to do, right? Break it down. House of Kolor Clear Mix UC35 Scale Model Car Part 1. So at this time, I was starting to use, House of Kolor, and I was using the clear. This isn't the show clear that I'm using now. This is UC35. I was using this before I even knew about the show clear. I was very unaware. Let me play it. I'm going to pause it obviously in some parts and then just jump around. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I will, I'm going to section this later somewhere in the YouTube. So let's play it. Let's see if I can hear it. Can you guys hear that? All right. Let me know before I move further on. Were you guys able to hear that right there? Cause man, let me see. What's up with my playback? Because when I was playing it back, I could hear it coming from my monitor, not from my what do you call it? Let me see. Oh, wait. Never mind. It shouldn't even matter. You guys should only be hearing me. See, this is the first time I'm doing this, so all right, let's go. Let's keep going. So right here, I'm just trying to explain, I guess, like the different stuff, right? That I use. Here, let me mute this on my end. And so that's the model right there. These are the products right here that you see, the reducer, the catalyst, and then we got the UC35 right there, right? So the UC35, it's a clear coat, but like you are gonna get some gloss, but it's not gonna be like a final finish, for your show piece, your show car right there. And in this video I was just showing how to mix it. So here we have, I'm pouring down the clear, I'm using those little medicine cups right there. They're solvent proof, they work great. But then again, it does get messy from time to time. Next up, we got the reducer, pouring some of that in there. And then after that, it's the catalyst. It's a big can. I believe it's a quart. So I was using a pipette to get it out. And everything has to be very accurate. You got to get it in there. The accuracy. You can't just be like, all right, I'm going to just toss in whatever. I'm using the Tamiya jar right there, just trying to be like a little chemist, I guess. And then we're pouring in the catalyst. See, we're using another pipette right there for the catalyst. So I'm trying to follow the rules here. I'm trying to do everything by the book. I'm like, oh yeah, I got it. Like, this is cool, And then obviously we got the models in the back. We're using that Tamiya mixing stick right there. Get it all ready. I even went as far as, look at that right there. All crazy. Let's see that again. Trying to pour this down. Look, make a mess. I'm pouring it, and then, poof. Oh man. I did it all wrong. I needed to have like another Tamiya jar to pour that in, not pour it in that, that's why there's a mess. Look at that. There's clear all over it. Oh man. And then I'm like, all right, I got to cap this, and all right. So these, like to filter it, right? I used to always do that, dude, during this time. I don't know. I was being a little too much, like always trying to, filter it. I just mixed everything. It's not like particles and things are flying in there. I'm in a controlled environment, right? And I was still like, oh, let me put this because I bought like 100 pack on eBay, and I gotta use them every time. So let me put it on there, and then just made a mess. I just like tossed a bunch of clear right there. All right, let's keep going. And then I got my subject right here. It's not clear coated or anything. Got the airbrush, the HPCS. Hey, shout outs to my friend Randall. Randall was the one filming this. One of my buddies. See, I'm using these gloves, and I'm over here like, yeah, these gloves. Now I would not use those gloves. There's a lot of better gloves. Like Coast Airbrush sells a pack of gloves, like 100 pack for like $15, and those are for painting, your models, cars, anything, right? They're like a bit more solvent proof. You could get lacquer, urethane land on them, and it's not gonna burn through. This material here, I'm pretty sure if you drop lacquer thinner, it's gonna rip right through. So I'm gloving up. I'm like, all right, guys, make sure you wear your gloves. Dang. All right, let's see. Got all the stickers right there at the bottom. Right here, it almost looks like I got little sponsors or what. Yeah, at this time, I was not selling anything online. I was just doing this all on my own right here with the help of friends telling me what to buy, what to get. Here we're getting the airbrush all prepped. I don't know why I was spraying my hand. Let's see. Now we're pouring it in, and we're going to get ready to rock and roll right here. Here, let me see here. I guess, I don't know. I'm trying to show my friend. Let me fast forward. So I have the car in the booth, and then I'm spraying out here, not thinking that some of that's going to land on it. So right there, already a mistake right there. Here, let's go back. See, already making mistakes right here. Like, the car shouldn't even be in there. Here we go. I always like starting from the bottom, working my way up, trying to get all those edges right there. More of the bottom, working it up. But here's the thing. I'm going to tell you guys, when I watch this, what makes me laugh is, and kind of embarrassed too, is what I'm wearing. I'm wearing this like long sleeve button up shirt doing this. The reason why I'm wearing a button up shirt is because this was it was my sister's birthday party. So at this time, I had all my paints, everything set up at my parents' house, right? So it's like my parents' house, and then my dad had built this like shed out of these panels that were from like a industrial like cooler, right? He had all these panels that he was gonna like at some point toss, but then he decided, no, let me keep them and let me just create this. So he created it, and it was storage. I basically took over the room, and I started to put all my paints. And at that time, I could paint there no matter what time of it could be, whatever, 9, 10, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. Nobody was going to smell it. Nobody was going to hear it. I wasn't bothering anybody. And I could paint whenever, and I could leave everything in there, right? It was a dream. It was all set up. So my sister's birthday party, I invite my friend over. We're chilling. All my family's there. Friends are there and everything. And, I always wanted to film this, but I didn't have anybody to film. So I needed to break away from the party, and I told my friend, hey, I need to clear this car. Are you down to just film it? Just stand there and hold my phone. Just hold the phone like that and just film. And I'll do all the talking and just film, bro. You don't got to say anything. And then once we're done, I'll tell you. So he went ahead and, he starts filming it, whatever. So I'm wearing that flannel shirt. You see, Kevin Smith says flannel shirt is a nightmare for fuzzy in the paint. Yeah, bro. So I'm wearing that. I didn't even bother to take it off. Just be like in my regular, just a regular t-shirt, or even throw on like a jumper. Like a windbreaker would have been perfect. I didn't do any of that. I just jumped in like that, and I started clearing the car. And at the time when I made the video, I was like, oh, this is cool. Like I made a video, you know, clear coating. Finally, I'm going to put it up. Like I thought, oh, that was cool. But looking at it now, I'm like, oh no, dude, like, that's huge mistake right there. So here we got just clear coating that thing. What happens is it's in the booth and the fan is on. So it's pulling in everything into the booth. So whatever lint, loose particles, maybe a hair, whatever it is that's on that flannel is going to be attracted to the clear and everything because there's static. There's a lot of stuff going on in there now. And it's just going to fly in there, you know? Especially when you're trying to achieve, you know, like, oh, I'm going to do a clean job on the clear and everything. Here, let's fast forward. So this is just part one. I'm just cleaning this car. Here we see the back, you know, with this car too. I was trying to like play around, experiment with it. Right. I have that like, it looks like a magenta, center line right there. And then I have the sides right there with the bottom. Also it's a magenta, like doing like a fade all around. This model here, I never ended up building it. I just took photographs of it. And when I was done with it, I actually gave it to my friend, the one that's filming, my friend Randall. He still has the model somewhere in his storage or in his garage, but he has it. One day he showed me, he said, hey, remember this model? When you were clearing, I was like, oh, yeah. He's like, check it out. I have it right here. There it is right there. Man, what the heck was I thinking? So yeah, that's part one right there. And then this is part two. So we'll save that one for later. Or should we just do it? Let's just do it. I'll just jump around. So that's the next one. Part two right here. Here we got this model right here. Clearing it as well. Kind of the same thing like the other one. It's the same night. I was like on a mission. Like, I'm going to clear both of these cars. And then in the background, you see all my other paints, candies, all the HouseofKolor jars, lacquer thinners, all these things that I was just kind of hanging on to at that time because I was experimenting, wanting to learn as much as I could about painting, right? This is obviously like before I got with my wife, before, you know, we had my daughter, before everything, right? Before life started. Crazy, right? This is me being all single and stuff. Oh, I'm gonna paint. Let's see. Here we go. What else we got going on? Dang, I missed the setup though. Hey, but some of this stuff though, I still have it. Like I still have that same booth. That's the one I'm using right now. I still have it. I kept that thing. I didn't throw it away. I kept it. Even that brush in the bottom corner right there, that little one right here I'm showing you with the mouse, I still have that brush. Watch. Where's this thing? Bam, it's right here. Here, let me pause it. I got to show you guys this. Where's it? Right here. This little thing. You notice that little blue thing right there? It's right there. I still have it. 7 years later, this thing still works. Crazy. All right. The only thing though, I don't have the paint, obviously. I mean, a lot of that paint when I was like bouncing, I was moving and stuff. I gave it to Armando. I told Armando, hey man, you know, I'm moving in with my lady and I won't be able to paint where we're going to be living at. And the weather is hot, very hot. And I'm just worried that heat, keeping that stuff in the garage, I don't want to, you know, it to start something or whatever. So, you know, I'm happy you went to a good place because it was going to be used. Hey, what's going on? Oh, we went back to this one. I'm shooting, I guess, like another coat, a clear. All right. And then we go back to this one too. So the full videos, I mean, you're going to be able to see these on the links or whatever right there. If you want to see them, because I am talking in some of those parts right there, but I'm just kind of skipping through it right here. Boom. Let's get to the end. And I think that's it. I just end it like that. And that's it. Crazy.